I'm Ben, and you'll never believe where I ended up living last year. Inside a secret closet tucked away in the girls' bathroom. Yes, you read that correctly. Last summer, my parents went through a tumultuous split, and it was a real ordeal. I initially moved in with my dad at his new place, which turned out to be a real mess. The place was dirty, cluttered, and the fridge was practically empty. One day, we had a massive argument, and he flat out told me that if I didn't like living there, I could find somewhere else to stay. So, I decided to move back in with my mom, but she was shacked up with her new boyfriend in my dad's old house. Initially, things seemed alright, but soon enough, her boyfriend started acting like he was my dad, giving me orders and making life unbearable. What made it even worse was that my mom didn't back me up. She told me to just do whatever he said. One day, while I was at school, I found myself in the bathroom. It was late in the day, and the thought of returning to my mom's place was the last thing I wanted. I was really upset, trying to hide it by putting on some makeup. That's when I noticed a reflection in the mirror behind me, revealing a door I hadn't noticed before. I turned and opened it, revealing an empty closet roughly the size of a couple of toilet stalls. Inside, I spotted a key hanging on the wall that locked the door. My curiosity got the better of me, so I approached it to investigate. But then, someone else entered the bathroom, and I had to quickly hide. So, I slipped inside the closet, and no one seemed to notice me among the girls who came and went. It was then that I had an idea. What if I didn't go back home that night? I could secretly stay in this hidden closet. I sent my mom a text, letting her know that I'd be spending the night at my dad's place. And that marked the beginning of my clandestine residence in the closet. At first, it was a bit scary, but it felt amazing to have a space all to myself, away from everyone else. I kept my secret locked away, not even sharing it with my best friend Nora, despite our usual habit of telling each other everything. The following day at school, I woke up early and decided to use the gym showers. No one suspected a thing. However, when I returned to my mom's place that night, her obnoxious boyfriend started yelling at me. Fed up, I told him that he wasn't my real dad and that he needed to back off. Well, that didn't sit well with him at all. I packed a bag and stormed out, determined to find a new place to stay. My plan was simple. I was going to live at the school. I called my mom and told her that I was staying with my dad, while my dad believed I was still with my mom. That night, after everyone had left the school premises, I managed to swipe a mattress from the gym, grab some blankets from the textiles room, and snatched a set of string lights from the drama class. I decorated the closet, and it actually looked pretty cool. The issue of food crossed my mind, but I soon discovered that the school cafeteria wasn't locked at night. So, I sneaked in and enjoyed free meals whenever I wanted. I also found a key that unlocked the vending machines and helped myself to plenty of chocolates and sodas. The next night, I decided to explore more of the school. I slipped into the teacher's lounge, but it turned out to be rather uneventful, except for some tasty cookies. My adventure continued as I ventured into the principal's office. Inside, I found a master key that opened all the staff lockers. To my shock, I stumbled upon something unexpected, a half-open bottle of whiskey in Mr. Bennett's locker, my science teacher. It was right next to some pictures of his ex-wife. There was no way he should have that stuff at school. It left me with a feeling that I was on the verge of uncovering some of the school's deepest secrets. My only concern was ensuring that no one discovered my secret. One morning, I decided to hide in the bathroom for some extra sleep. I woke up much later to the sound of voices echoing in the bathroom. To my surprise, it was two girls from my class, Ruby and Quinn. They were talking about a party they attended the night before. Ruby was mentioning how her friend Carter had been the center of attention, flirting with all the boys throughout the night. Carter had strikingly long blonde hair and was one of the most beautiful girls in the school. However, she was known for being genuinely nice, and I couldn't believe she'd done anything wrong. I suspected Ruby and Quinn might have been driven by jealousy. The conversation between Ruby and Quinn continued, but they lowered their voices to a whisper, and I couldn't make out what they were saying. Once they left, I got dressed and quietly exited my secret closet. Later, I decided to skip a couple of classes and return to the closet to eavesdrop on more conversations. I didn't catch any gossip, but I did hear someone crying. I cautiously opened the door slightly and saw Carter in tears. She was brushing her hair, and clumps of it were falling into the sink. It suddenly dawned on me what Ruby and Quinn had done. They had found a way to make her hair fall out. After they left, I heard more voices entering the bathroom. This time, it was boys talking. I froze, wondering why there were boys in the girls' bathroom. Then I realized the noise was coming from the opposite wall. I pressed my ear against it and listened. It was Cole talking to his friends. Cole was hands down the most handsome guy I had ever laid eyes on. I had wanted to ask him out for ages, but had been too shy. I overheard him discussing a girl he liked and how he hoped she would make the first move. His friend suggested he should ask her out, but he confessed that he wasn't sure if she wanted to go out with him or not. So he hoped she'd take the initiative. My heart practically skipped a few beats. He must have been talking about me. When they left, the room fell silent, and I realized I was running very late for class. It was a science class, and Mr. Bennett was not pleased with my tardiness. He handed me a detention for my late arrival, but I didn't mind. It wasn't like I had anywhere else to be. However, Mr. Bennett could tell I didn't care, so he started making fun of me in front of the entire class. I couldn't handle the humiliation, so I fled to the closet and burst into tears. That's when I heard Nora enter with another girl. Discussing Cole, Nora revealed her intentions to ask him out, and my heart sank. I had wanted to go out with him, not her.